Hello everyone, again. There's another deck that came, and I know I said I'm not going to be very picky about my decks, and I am. Don't worry, I am. And I'm just realizing like I've bought so many Oracle decks lately, and my Sharman Castelli. I keep saying Castelli. It's not. There's no T in it. So the Sharman Castelli Tarot, which is this one here, right? I had to get replacement of one. I have a backup, but I'm getting a replacement of the pink backing because I botched the trimming. A 4-year-old could do better. That's all I'm going to say. And that was with a guillotine, and it broke halfway. And I'm like, and it's like it was such a lovely deck. So I'll get. Oh, it's so sad. But there's a replacement on the way I found in one of the groups. One girl was getting rid of it, and I went, "Is that the one with the hot pink backing?" And they're like, "Yeah, it's the one with the hot pink backing." And I went, "That's the one," because the one I have with the purple backing, I don't know what it is. The cardstock's different, and I went, "This is not my deck. This is not the one," and I felt so bad. But like, I won't be throwing away the trimmed one. I'm going to use it probably in like. For my bullet journal or something, so I'm recycling. There you go. Anyway, that's the drama and the update of what's going on. I do have another Oracle on the way, and it's by Brittany Campbell. Is it Brittany Campbell? I think that's her surname, but it's the World of Brit, and she does the Shine Within Oracle, and I've ordered that. Then I think that's it then. Yeah, that's it. So this is the one that came on Friday. This is the Flower Therapy Oracle by Doreen and Robert Reeves. I have no idea if Robert Reeves is republishing this himself or anything. I just got this secondhand, and the girl sold it for just retail. So she sold it for what it's worth, like from in a shop, like, you know. This is the one I got. Now I don't normally go for flower or herbal decks, but I wanted to have a flower deck because I saw this in the Love and Crystals stream when she was doing my reading, and she used this deck, and I went, what deck is that? It's so pretty. And like, I don't normally like, as I said, herbal or floral decks. Like, I don't mind it if there's floral with fairies in it because I'm more focused on the fairy energy, but in this sense I like this one because of the simplicity of it. There's obviously a book, and the simplicity of it, and just straightforward. You don't need to learn herbology or anything like that in order to learn the deck, and it would go well with some of the fairy readings I want to plan for the channel and stuff like that. This is used, so I'm not really complaining. Like, if the gilding's chipped or some cards are creased, it's been loved. Okay, that's all I know, and it's been rehomed to me. That's the best bit now. So the cardstock is a typical Doreen Virtue her cardstock, and it's Hay House before they were Hay House, so it's a lifestyles. They're Hay House, so Hay House are quite good with their cardstock. This is not in order because obviously it's been used, but like they shuffle beautifully. And the color scheme of it all is just phenomenal. So we're just gonna do a flip through. And the only talking I'll do is from the start, and then when I come back to say which flowers I liked and which ones I want to talk about, all that stuff. So, we're going to get into it now. sweet. And I forgot to show you the backing, so there's the backing. This deck, wow. There was another card I forgot to put aside. This is the other one I wanted to talk about. I love it. Like, that was really, it's so simple. Like, that's the thing with Doreen Virtue decks. People aren't gonna see the simplicity of it. Like, just the straightforward, just read it and take it as your meaning for the day. So, this is the cards I want to talk about. Sorry, the camera just freaked out there. These ones are very sentimental, these flowers. I find it, like, so daisies, I love them. Like, I have so many childhood memories of just making daisy chains, literally. Sitting in the garden with one of my best friends and just making daisy chains. And every time I see a daisy, like, my favourite, I don't know if they're called daisies, but they're the giant daisies, and they're like kind of purple underneath. I don't think they're called daisies though, but they look like them. So those are my favourite flowers, to be honest, because I just love daisies. Next is the pink lily. I adore these because these were in our house all the time growing up. My mum would get these flowers all the time, and she loved them, but we were not allowed to touch them because the little, like, seed pod things, or pollen pods, they got on your clothes. You can never wash them off. So we're like, they're pretty, but you can't touch them. So I was like, that's brilliant. This is a yellow rose. I have this as a tattoo on my leg, just a yellow rose, and it's a memorial for my mum because it's my mum's favourite, one of my mum's favourite flowers. Because I just remember this garden centre we would always go to, and she'd be like, oh, is there a parking spot by the rose bush? And it had to be the yellow rose bush. Like, there's other colours, but it had to be the yellow one. And she would park beside it, and then we're like, she'd go up, as we pass it, she'd go up and smell it, go, oh, okay, I'm done now, I've got my fix of the yellow rose. And she always said the yellow roses smell sweeter than the other roses, which I agree wholeheartedly. So yeah, but look, I love how it means balance, work, rest and play, and I'm like, that's literally my life. And it's tattooed on my leg. Another one is this, the sunflower. I love sunflowers. I just remember in school, like in primary school, or I think it's called elementary school for you Americans, like where you're like, it's like your first 6 years of school ever, like up until you're 12, and then you go into middle school or high or secondary school or whatever. But I remember we had a sunflower growing contest, and it was so much fun because we had to have this sunflower, and whoever grew it the tallest won. And like, I got mine to 6 foot, but there was a kid who got his to about 7 feet, and we're like, oh my god, like the amount of like bamboo sticks they would use, it was just so funny. And last but not least is lavender. Like, I love the smell of lavender. Like, I think it's the brand Dove. I don't know if you have it in America, Dove, but they have this body wash, and it's like a creamy moisturizing one, and there's a lavender one. Oh my god, if you had that with a shower or in a bath, you're asleep for the rest of the night. Like, you know, it's the best thing ever. I need to get more, actually. I love lavender. It's the best thing ever. It's like lavender and amethyst together. I think you'd be sorted, do you know? So let's do a quick reading. Holding it upside down. See what your little flower for the day is. Oh, we got hibiscus. Okay. Which is unity. So, you're spiritually connected to everyone through, it says God, but I always say the universe because it's more universal than. Use the sacred bond to heal your family, friends, and yourself. Okay. So, in other words, I'm going to take one from the top here actually as well. Okay. So, in other words, I feel like you can use your spiritual journey here, and the bond you have with it, like no matter what it is. I know it says God on the card, but I'm like, universe, whoever you want, okay? And even if it says that, like, you can use your spiritual journey so far to benefit healing moments with your family and friends. So like, if you have a fallout with a friend, or you're having some, like, you know, trouble at home and stuff, use the tools you have to get to, you know, to help you along. The other card I pulled was marigolds, or pot marigold. You are healed. The healing you've asked for is on its way. So that's like 2 and 2 there. Like, you're like, you have the skills, you've asked the universe to help you, God, whoever you want, you know, like whoever you believe in, whoever you're following religiously, all that stuff. You're using those spirit guides and, like, you know what I mean? Like, you're using your own belief system to help you heal with these things. Now, obviously, there's some point, I will say, at some point you must consider professional help. Like, if you need family counselling, get family counselling. Because you don't want to go down the road where you're like, oh, I've done all this and then nothing's happened. Then you just need to go, right, well, I'm putting my foot down and doing this. And if you need, like, you know, there's nothing wrong with asking for therapy or help, right, from a counsellor or something like that, because they're there to help and help fix what's broken. And, like, there's only so much you can do, okay? There's only so much you can do alone, and I want to see, or on your own. And the last one, oh my god, the last one, next one's family harmony, and it's chrysanthemums. You loved one, you loved ones, the way I said that, your loved ones form a strong pillar of support. Embrace their love and put past issues behind. Look at that. Like, isn't that just gorgeous, that, like, little harmonious little reading there for you guys? But as I said, like, if, like, you can't just, like, as I said, you don't just pray or manifest it and hope it's over. You do have to face it up sometimes. Like, if it's an issue that's still on the table, you need to talk about it. But if you do need family counselling, I advise it that you always consider it, because I've had friends in like secondary school and stuff, and they've had the parents that were going through the divorce, going through the separation because of unspoken stuff. With my friend at the time, like, who was my friend at the time, she came to me a lot because she wanted me to, because I was just that kind of people person, and I didn't do any of this holistic stuff or anything back then. But I did say to her, maybe you should talk to the school counsellor. I just, why? That's not what they're there for. He goes, that is what they're there for. It's in their name. Or talk to our year head, which is like the teacher that was in charge of our year. And I brought her into our year head, and then the year head took it from there. And I sat there for moral support for the first session, and then after that I said, I think you need to do this bit on your own, but I'm here if you need me. You don't need to talk to it like specific stuff with me, but I'm here to listen regardless. And, like, we had a good bond, and then just life got in the way, you know, like, we've all moved on. But it's that kind of thing, like, where you need to realise if there's something going on behind closed doors in your family, like, life and stuff, I'm strongly saying this, like, please do look into family counselling or anything. Like, this is such a serious topic on a card flip through, I'm so sorry, but please do look into it, because they're there to help. They're there to see what can be fixed and what can be changed to fix it, and changed in a good way, like what brought you down this. I never say that, I'm going to probably cut back so much on that rant. You have a lot of support from your spirit guides, from the universe here, to help you with your family issues and stuff like that. So guys, I'll leave that there, and I'm going to cut back so much of that rant. I'll go on, that was a proper rant, because I strongly believe in therapy. Because I've had people come up to me, like in DMs and stuff, come up to me and say, like, they want a reading for certain things that I cannot read for, and I'm like, if it's health related, I'm not a doctor. You go to a doctor, okay? I'm not going to be here drawing cards going, is your leg going to be fixed on its own, or if you've broken your leg. I'm like, if you've broken your leg, why are you looking at a tarot deck? I'll be like, go to the hospital. That kind of thing. So yeah guys, I'll leave that there, and I'll see you all very soon. Bye.